Hey there, this is part 2 of a 4-part video series on all things Irwin. Today's video will be focusing on woodworking tools and accessories. So we'll cover a few handsaws, some bench planes, router bits, and then several types of specialty drill bits as well. Many of the tools that we'll cover today are like foundational components of the Irwin brand of tools. Some of them are some of the original intellectual property of the Irwin Tool Company, but many of them have come by way of mergers, acquisitions, and various consolidations over the last 150 years or so. One example is Marples. Marples is an established brand with a long history that dates back to 1828, and they're primarily known for their chisels and some of their other woodworking tools. Also, the record tool company at that, it was started in 1898 by two brothers, Charles and Joseph Hampton, and they formed a partnership called C&J Hampton. From about 1909 to about 1930, their production consisted of engineering and woodworking vices, clamps, and pipe cutters, wrenches, and then lifting jacks. Another brand that we'll reference throughout the video is Speedbor. Speedbor is a line of wood boring bits, including some of the iconic spade bits offered by Irwin, as well as some of their flat bits. The Speedbor sub-brand was birthed in about 1954, and as far as I know, that one came right from underneath, from within the walls of Irwin Tool Company at that time. These are some of the more standard Irwin drill bits. I've got the, Speedbor 6-piece bit set here, the 8-piece spade bit set, and then a 6-piece countersink bit set. Both of the Speedbors here are impact rated. So the Speedbor bits offer a chamfered edge for max cutting. Those blades are able to really get into the wood and dig through it. It causes, some minimal binding at times, but like I said, it is impact rated. So more often than not, if you have the, use powerful enough impact driver, it's going to suffice on those. The spade bits are pretty solid, pretty stout as well. They both have this blue groove parabolic scoop that helps for chip removal, to help clean out that hole or keep the hole clear as you're making it and boring through various wood densities. Yeah, all the countersink bits are 2 parts at least, so you can remove the bit. You can also add a damper that can give you a little bit less depth, or gives you more depth control, depending on how far you want to sink that countersink. It also comes with a Allen wrench, so that you can loosen or tighten or remove the dampers here. And the dampers, I think there's 2 different size dampers that comes with it. One of them fits, I think, 2, and the other fits the rest of them. So yeah, this larger one fits the larger 2 sizes here, the 1/4 inch and the 7/32, and the smaller piece fits the rest of the floor. All right, so as you can see, all of the bits here are housed in these small parts containers. These are known as Irwin Pro storage cases. They are compatible with the DeWalt Tough cases. They're also compatible with the Craftsman small parts organizers that you see a lot of their drill bits, as well as some of their small socket sets come in. All right, these are three examples of some of the Irwin Auger Bits. These I found to be very resourceful from a larger, for the sake of creating larger holes in wood specifically and exclusively. These are only for wood, by the way. Nonetheless, once you get past, I think it's about a half an inch in those, your typical 29-piece drilling kit, it's a little bit cumbersome to come into or to find some of the larger diameter drill bits such as these, but for a pretty, economical or affordable standpoint, these actually come in really good handy. So I've got an inch and an eighth, an inch and a quarter, and an inch and a half auger bits. They are unibody bits, so they are very well constructed. They do require a little bit of a larger drill in order for them to work to their, I guess, fullest capacity. Didn't notice it until now, but it is stamped on here that it's made in Brazil. So I don't know if that's I would assume based on my own user experience that it is much higher quality drill bit than some of your other alternative options at the price point in which they're available. I want to say it's been a few years since I've picked these up, but I would say that they each probably ran me about $15, or I think 15, 13, and 11 or something like that. It's been a few years, like I said, but nonetheless, they're still not, overly expensive, or, for not nearly what you get out of them. This one's got a pretty good amount of wear on it, the inch and an eighth. I think I forget what I exactly used it for, but I know I was able to run numerous holes with it, and it took it and went each time. This here is the 14-piece Marples Forstner bit set. This is a set that I picked up a few years ago. And I've managed to utilize it on various occasions. It does come with 2 1/4-inch Forstner bits, 3/8 inch, 5/8 inch, 7/8, 1 1/8 inch. Looks like there's 1 3/8, 1 5/8, half, 3/4 inch, inch and a quarter, inch and a half, and then a 2-inch Forstner bit. These are, again, unibody bits. So they are well constructed. They help you to achieve a flat bottom on your cuts to make for more even joineries and things of that nature. One of the things I've used them for is to make pocket holes for cabinets, or not pocket holes, but just holes for the cabinet hardware to fit into. The 3/8 reduced shank allows you to fit these comfortably into drill presses and larger drills as well. I predominantly use them in the hammer drill. They do have a smooth shank there. All right, this is the 30-piece Marples Master router bit set. These are all 1/4-inch shank routers, so it does fit the small size routers, not the big boy. In this, it's got 30 pieces. They also make a 15-piece set that's got predominantly or basically half of what this one contains, but this one does contain a hinge mortising router bit. It's got a 1/4-inch straight, 3/8 straight, 1/2 inch straight, 5/8 inch straight, 3/4 inch straight. You've got a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch V groove, 3/8 inch keynote bit, a 1/4 inch pilot bit, 1/4" round bit, 3/8" round bit, 1/2" round bit, 1/2" chisel, 1/8" ovolo. Never heard of that before. 3/8" dovetail, 1/2" dovetail, a 1/2" flush trim bit. Then you've got your 4 round over bits, an 1/8", 1/4", 5/16", 3/8", a 3/16" rabbiting bit, as well as a 5/32" Roman ogie, and then a 1/4" Roman ogie. 3 cove bits, so you've got a 1/4", 1/8", 3/8", a 45-degree chamfer, and then a 1/8" cove bead. These are pretty readily available on Amazon. I was actually able to get mine out in the wild at a place called Bargain Supply here in Louisville, Kentucky. I guess that's one of the cool things about Irwin Tools is, you know, you never know where some of this stuff might pop up, and you also never know if, when, or, you know, you never know when and if when you see it will be the last time you see it. So if you're a fan of Irwin Tools, I think it's always a good thing to, you know, go ahead and grab it when it's available, when you see it, because it for this router bit set, I think it cost me about $85. So when it comes to hand saws, Irwin does feature a wide range of various hand saws for woodworking specifically. Here I've got a coping saw, and then I've got a drywall jab saw. The drywall jab saw, of course, I wouldn't necessarily categorize that as a, you know, any type of fine woodworking piece, but I did want to just kind of mix it in here because I don't have the majority of the Irwin saws, but I do. These are the only 2 that I have. But this one is a relatively useful utility drywall knife that you know, gets the job done when it needs to be done. The coping saw here, this one is, you know, one of those you know, more finer type of woodworking pieces. It does come with, or it doesn't come with it, but you can swap out blade sizes from 17 teeth per 17 tooth to 19 to 21 tooth, depending on, you know, how fine of a cut you're needing to make or in what type of wood you're doing the cut. As it pertains to some of the other saws that Irwin has to offer, there is the 10" dovetail saw. The dovetail saw uses a spring-loaded reversible blade that can be used for left or right-hand cutting. The Pro Touch handle on each jam saw provides ergonomic comfort, and it has a wide-body flush cut blade on the dovetail saw that measures 50 millimeters. It's a 14-point tooth count, a 10" blade, and a 2" blade thickness. There's the 15" coarse cut hand saw. It's a carpenter saw that uses M2 tooth technology and tri-ground tooth for fast, efficient cuts. It has a tapered pitch nose on the carpenter saw and provides improved clearance and stability. There are the saw blade provides or contains deep gullets in order to remove chips a little quicker. It has a thick body blade that gives you more rigidity and control simultaneously. The last couple of saws that I wanted to highlight are the Marple Spine Woodworking Dovetail Pull Saw. It has a flexible micro thin blade, so you're able to use it for interior trim work as well as detailed work around windows and door jambs. The flexible blade on the saw is also great for flush cuts on dowels. It has a polymer handle on the dovetail saws that makes it comfortable and durable. It has 22-point tooth count that gives it a smooth and even cut all the time. The overall blade length is 7 1/4 inch. And then there is the 12" general carpentry pull saw. This one is a flexible pull saw as well that makes flush cuts easier. It's a general carpentry pull saw, ideal for exterior trim work or cutting the overhang of a gable soffit. It features a 12" blade and features 14-point tooth count. This is the what I believe to be just about the full set of Marple's construction chisels. So these are kind of the go-between your more fine chisels that you don't want to necessarily go crazy with the hammer with versus your straight impact chisels that you only use a hammer for. You typically would use a hammer for these, but just kind of a flat face instead of a mill face specifically. But yeah, these come in a range of sizes all the way from 2-inch wide blade all the way down to a 3/8 inch. These chisels are, pretty good. They've done a fairly decent job of keeping their edge over the years at some of the different, more construction-based uses that I've used them for, because they are construction chisels, by the way, but you can also, work to keep the edge and use them as kind of a carpenter's chisel as well. Irwin does offer a wide range of, single chisels as well as chisel kits or specific chisels for, whether it's fine woodworking, construction, or the impact ready chisels. I like these because they have the comfort grip. That's one of the things that I have come to really appreciate about Irwin in general, is just the grips that come with a lot of their tools are exceedingly comfortable for some reason or another. Alright, this here is 4 of my bench planes from Irwin. A couple of them are the record varieties, so going back to some of the historical reference or historical implications of record and the Irwin relationship. Starting out on this side, this is the 2-inch bench plane. This is one that says it's ideal for finish work. I haven't actually had the chance to use really any of these quite yet. I've got a couple of doors I know I need to work on, so I'll probably start out with this guy here, the 2-inch block plane, just because it's mostly ideal for general purposes. The corner is supposed to make it good for bull nosing, because it does have a very defined edge there. This one here is the 1 5/8 inch block plane. Again, another general purpose one, but it is fully adjustable, so it has 3 different adjustment points that you can make for finer or more coarse planing. And then lastly is the record smoothing plane. This is a 9 3/4 inch plane. This one is supposed to be good for more of your fine plane needs, so it goes from fine to finer versus coarse to fine. Thank you for watching the video up until this point. Like I said earlier, this is video number 2 of 4. In the next video, we'll take a look at some of the Irwin Metalworking Tools and Accessories. But between now and then, please don't hesitate to leave a comment if you have a question and or a concern. And also, if you found any value in this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and or liking or sharing the video. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch, and we'll see you on the next one.